49ers. Give me a break.
Now, if you want to talk about the Raiders...
The Raiders.
Hey, go ahead and laugh, but Oakland's going to eat the whole bowl this year.
He means the L.A. Raiders.
I mean the Oakland Raiders. They always were and they always will be, even if they move to Marshmallow, Idaho.
Hey, commitment to excellence, huh?
You got it, Danny boy.
We got a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in there, Jack. That's a whole case.
And not to mention Mr. Hector Ortega's butt, huh?
Yeah, I can't wait to take him down.
See you in the DA's office, 0900.
You got it. Hey, say hello to Sylvie for me. Hey, anyone consider Cleveland? Oh, God. Jack.
He was a cop and good at his job, but he committed the ultimate sin and testified against other cops gone bad. Cops that tried to kill him, but got the woman he loved instead. Framed for murder, now he prowls the Badlands, an outlaw hunting outlaws, a bounty hunter, a renegade.
Lieutenant Jack Varnell, San Diego PD, who was killed last week in a car bomb explosion outside police headquarters, will be buried this afternoon with full honors. A three-time Medal of Valor winner, Jack Varnell was a 19-year veteran. More than 400 police officers from every branch of law enforcement in the area will attend the ceremony as official representatives of their departments. Many more, however, are expected to be there on their own to say goodbye to a man they all knew and respected.
So sorry, Sylvie. I came as soon as I heard.
You shouldn't have. It's dangerous for you, isn't it?
He was my training officer. And best friend I ever had. Jack taught me everything I knew about what's decent and what's right. I had to come.
Just can't believe it happened. I always knew it could, of course. But the reality is almost too much.
Was he working with a partner?
Dan Rudman. A very nice young man. Jack often said that Dan reminded him of you. So young and full of idealism. So sure you could change the world.
That was a long time ago. He was the best training officer a guy could have ever asked for.
He was a pretty good husband, too. Oh, Jack. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you. Depended on you for too much, I suppose. For everything. Oh, God, I'm just so angry that something like this could happen. Just...
I'll find him, Sylvie. I don't care how long it takes. I'll find whoever's responsible for this. I promise you. Keep both hands on the wheel.
The hell is this?
On the wheel, Detective Rudman.
What's this about?
I'm a friend of Jack's.
A friend of Jack's would be pointing a 9mm at me.
Sorry, but I need answers and I need them fast.
Wait a minute, I know who you are. I saw your picture in Jack's den. You're his partner, right? You're Raines, Reno Raines.
Doesn't matter who I am. Now, what detail were you and Jack working on?
I can't talk to you. Matter of fact, I should be arresting you.
This is the deal. I ask the questions, you answer them. Then I walk away and you forget you ever saw me.
I'll talk to you if that's what you want, but I have to report this conversation.
Do what you have to do. Now, what detail were you working on?
Narcotics. Look, if it means anything, Jack never thought you killed that cop in Bay City. He always said you were the best.
Yeah. It means something. Thanks. Who killed him, Dan?
Well, there's no proof. But this guy, Hector Ortega, was behind it. He runs a franchise meth lab operation. He controlled the whole meth market from San Diego to L.A.
What about now?
About a month ago, Ortega started to pull out. Now, Jack and I didn't want him to slip through our news, so we were going to go see the DA, see if we had enough information to get a conviction. Everything we had. Our whole case went up in flames with Jack's car.
Where's Ortega now?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I need a name. Just give me one.
All right, I'll give you one name. But it's got to be someone we already talked to and we wrote off as a total loss.
That's all I could ask for.
Made enough money, I lie, yeah. Ooh, man, I feel good. Oh, man. Ooh. Hey, who the hell are you?
I'm a friend of Jack Varnell's. And you're one tick away from being dead and naked, Chester, with a bunch of strangers looking down at you. If this gun goes off, some of those guys will have to look away.
No, man. Please, don't.
Put this on. Now, you're gonna give me Hector Ortega.
He's gone. He folded his scene and he split. He made so much damn money, decided to retire. Stay put.
Now, any rumors about Ortega taking out Jack Varnell?
Everybody knows Ortega flamed Varnell.
Where is he now?
Oh, man. Are you crazy?
Yeah,
Mexico.
Mexico's a big place, Chester.
A little place called Chula Negra. I don't think it's on the map.
You been there?
Yeah, I've been there a couple times, a party.
Then you'll draw me a map.
Okay, man. But it's your funeral. Look, I don't know what your beef is with Ortega. But you go down to Chula Negra, you ain't coming back.
I didn't hear you pull in.
Yeah, well, I'm driving a stealth nowadays. Silent, but a deadly little vehicle. Did you leave anything here for me?
You?
Yes, I'm gonna go with you.
Sorry, Bobby. I'm traveling light and moving fast.
No problem, I can keep up with you.
In this boat?
Nope, I'm gonna leave this behind for Shy. She's up in L.A. taking care of some business dealings for me.
Bobby, look, I don't even want to argue about this, okay? This is my deal. I'm going alone.
Look, you need me to cover your back. Okay, here's what we do. We go down there, grab Hector Ortega for your buddy's murder, dragging him to the gas chamber and collect a major bounty all at the same time, okay? We're both satisfied, huh? I have another reason, which is much simpler.
Yeah?
You're not a killer, and no matter what the law thinks, I don't want to see you become one.
You got a bigger problem than that.
Yeah, what is that?
Keeping up with me.
No problemo, mi amigo. So, do you think I can keep up with you?
Where'd you get that?
I rented it. It was a tax write-off. Huh? How you like it? It's got a CD, cruise control, reverse, the whole enchilada.
No jacuzzi?
I didn't rent the trailer.
So much for our low-profile entry into Chula Negra. I hate a bike you can't hear. Chula Negra, Black Beauty. Kind of makes you wonder when a town's named after a dangerous drug, huh?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like the accommodations.
It's not too late to turn back, Bobby.
Did I tell you this bike turns into a bed, sir?
You're kidding.
I'm kidding.
Well, it's your call, but from now on, it's all hot sun and uphill.
Just the way I like it.
Looks like the place.
Yeah. And this looks like the welcoming committee.
You have business in Esperanza?
I thought this was Chula Negra.
Sometimes I forget. You have business in Chula Negra?
We're just passing through.
Why don't you turn around and pass through someplace else?
Well, we're fixing to do that. As soon as we hook up with a friend of ours.
What friend?
Hector Ortega.
You know Senor Ortega?
Yeah, we did some time together in TJ.
Any friends of Senor Ortega are welcome in Chula Negra. I am Jesus Sandoval, a sus órdenes.
Pleased to meet you, Sandy.
It's Sandoval.
Where do we find Hector?
Don't worry about that, senor. He will find you.
Is there a place around here we can shack up?
Yeah, the Zona Rosa has rooms behind the cantina.
Oh, that's just great. Rooms behind the cantina. Muchos gracias.
I've slept in worse.
Yeah, sure. But considering we're pals of Ortega, you think we'd get a 2-star room at least. And don't drink this water.
He didn't mean we were good friends of Ortega.
You are either friends of Senor Ortega or you're not.
Let's go see what kind of trouble we can get into.
Pricey joint.
Yeah, which means all these customers here work for Ortega.
Exactly.
BGD.
What's that?
Bad guy deduction. Something my friend Jack used to say all the time. Like if all these customers were at an airport, like Kennedy, for example, they had money, it wouldn't mean anything.
Really?
But here in Black Beauty, Mexico, bad guy deduction says all these dirtbags work for Ortega.
I think I would have liked your friend Jack.
He would have liked you, too. He shouldn't have gone that way, though. And I'm gonna make damn sure Senor Ortega wishes to God he was never born.
Whoa, 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 hold it. Bringing back alive's our motto, remember?
Yeah, but this one's different, Bobby. This guy meant a lot to me, in a lot of different ways. Like you.
Hey! Las cervezas! Hey, come here, baby. Oh, you want to fight? Let's fight.
I think it's time to leave our business cards.
Go up, me!
Come on, baby, come on!
Hey! Don't you know you stink? And women don't like pigs who have big, fat pig hands pawing them. You got it? Anyone else?
Come on, boys, step on up.
I didn't think so.
Do you think that got their attention?
I can hear the tom-toms beating now.
I want to thank you. You didn't have to do it.
It's no problem.
It happens all the time. What you did was very brave, but also very stupid.
Well, it seemed right at the time.
You know, it's none of my business, but what's a nice girl like you hustling booze in a place like that anyway, huh?
If you don't work for Senor Ortega, you don't eat.
Why don't you just leave Chula Negra?
It is my home. And please, don't call it that. It's Esperanza. That means hope. Though there hasn't been much of that around here lately. I am Lupe Cortez.
Vince, this is my friend Bobby.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Please, be careful.
Nice kid, but we got problems of our own.
Yeah, right.
Jack Varnell was the kind of guy that would be there. He'd just be there for you no matter what.
You know, my Uncle Travis was like that. He taught me how to trap, he taught me how to fish.
Shh. Listen.
Yeah, the crickets have stopped.
Hands up, pronto!
Excuse me, but did you order room service?
Not so easy when you ain't sucker punching someone, is it?
We're tied.
It's okay!
Idiot. How could you let them into town with this arsenal?
But Senor Ortega, they said they were friends of yours.
I don't know them. I don't know either one of them.
We can explain.
Oh, there will be plenty of time for that, senor.
Yeah, about 2 minutes.
Put their motorcycles and weapons in the jail and lock the door. You think you can handle that?
See me, Jefe.
You better take it easy with my bike, Sandy. I need to get it back all in one piece.
It's Sandoval, you gringo pig.
What are you calling gringo, huh?
Move it!
Lots of party time in Chula Negra, huh, Senor Ortega?
A party you'll wish you hadn't crossed. Unless you can convince me with your explanation, senor.
Vince Black, this is my partner, Bobby.
Skyhawk.
We came here to cut a deal. Tell him, Bobby.
Well, senor, you give us your contacts for both the supply and distribution side of your old meth lab operation, and we'll start it up again. Naturally using our own capital, and cutting you in for a very healthy 50% of the profit.
We take all the risk. You risk nothing.
It's a very dangerous profession.
It's not a problem for us, sir.
Somebody gets in our way, their history. Like that cop in San Diego. Oh, that was a sweet deal. Did you do that yourself? Did you hire some outside talent?
Probably even more of a sweet deal than you know, Senor Raines. Reno Raines, isn't it? Uh-huh. Admirable plan. But you have seriously underestimated the situation, not to mention your opposition. Gentlemen, please. Our guests have arrived.
Looks like I taught you too good, kid.
Jack.
I'm flattered you gave a damn, but I wish you hadn't.
You know this guy?
It's Jack Varnell.
Oh, that's just great.
What's going on, Jack?
It's a long story.
Let's just kill him now. Like you promised, Mr. Ortega.
You'll get your chance. Jack knew who you were when the bartender called and described you. Your loyalty is admirable. But in this case, fatal.
I was just telling Bobby how you always used to look out for me. Should have done more bad guy deduction, huh, Jack? Should have remembered to think things through. Upside down sometimes, whatever it takes. Just like you always said.
Those were different days, Reno.
Different days. You one-way selfish punk.
Hey, hey, hey. Take it easy.
I want them to have the same arrangement you and I have, Hector.
Impossible.
Loyalty cuts both ways. Just put the word out that they're your guests, okay?
And if I don't?
I play my whole card.
Whole card.
I duplicated my file of your operation. I also added a letter where I copped to my part of it. If a certain friend of mine doesn't hear from me once a week, she's to mail a whole package to the DEA. There's a map in there of Chula Negra.
And I thought we could trust each other, Jack.
I trust you to be you, Hector. I'm just trying to stay alive.
What can I say? Mi casa es su casa. Pass the word that they're welcome to stay in Chula Negra as long as they obey my law.
Excuse me, senor. I was just thinking, well, you know, since we came down here to pay you back for killing Jack, and that Jack is still alive, we'll just call it even and split.
You can join the party, or you can die. The one thing you cannot do is leave.
¿Y cuánto me quieres pagar? ¿Eh? Bueno. Pero en efectivo, ¿eh?
2 bottles of beer, a bottle of tequila.
Sorry, kid. No, I did a bad thing.
I held Sylvie in my arms at your grave.
Come on, don't do that to me, Reno. Try to understand.
I'm having a little trouble with that, Jack. Maybe you can help me out.
Your ex-partner's he's a bad cop down here in the retirement community from hell.
How'd you do it, Jack? Explosion, charred body in your car?
I got the body of a homeless guy. Stashed him under a blanket in the front seat of my car. He was already dead. Took Ortega's case file and I put it in the car as I walked by. And then I set the explosion off by remote control. Vanished.
Just tell me why.
I was on Ortega's pad for a year and a half. And I knew it was just a matter of time that internal affairs would snap to what I was doing, and I knew it would have broken Sylvie's heart. You know how she is about me.
A white knight. Same as that jerk rookie Reno Reigns who believed everything from the Great One's double-dealing mouth.
Big pedestal, big fall.
You blew Sylvie off. After 20 years.
She's better off with the memory of who I was. I made sure she's provided for. She'll be okay.
You were like a father to me. And now, look at you. You're up to your eyeballs in self-pity. What happened to the guy who gave a damn? Who took a young rookie cop and made him dig deep to solve his problems? What happened to that guy?
Died. About 6 years ago when he realized he wasn't making a damn bit of difference. It's all falling apart out there. And there's nothing you can do about it. Sure as hell not one honest cop. He died, damn it.
Are you okay with this? Huh? All right, I'm gonna be in our so-called room.
Come back home with us. Take your medicine. I mean, it can't be any worse than it already is.
The bed's made, kid. Going back would just turn a broken heart into a compound fracture. I can't do that to Sylvie. No, and besides, it's academic. Can't leave anyway. None of us. What the hell, huh?
Yeah. What the hell?
You love him like a brother, huh?
Once upon a time, maybe.
Until he became a bad man and allied to Hector Ortega.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Like him, I had ethics once. I believed in justice, in right over wrong like you still believe, I think. But then my beliefs went down the toilet.
And you became a drug dealer. Great way of fighting the toilet flushers, become one of them.
I made your old compadre a promise, Senor Reigns. Please, don't force me to break it.
That'd probably break your heart, wouldn't it, Hector?
Right now, I think it would make me very happy, cop killer. Leave now.
Yeah. Thanks for the toilet humor. I'll make sure to remember every little word so I can tell your boys down at the Zona Rosa.
Want some ice cream?
No, I don't want any ice cream. I want to get the heck out of here.
I'll be right back. Dos, red. Here, I got you one anyway.
Don't drink the water, man. You know, I could do 75 miles of desert on foot, even if I had to carry the last 10 myself.
How you gonna get by the shooters at the edge of town?
Sandoval? I could get by him blindfolded.
Well, there are others. It's not just Sandoval. There's about a dozen of them, 2 ships. I woke up this morning and checked out early. They also have an airstrip in back of the hacienda with a copter. You'd be sitting ducks in the desert.
Yeah, well, damn it, it's worth a try. Maybe you just don't want to go.
I like it here. It's peaceful. No cops after my scalp.
Yeah, well, I have a life north of the border that I have to get back to, okay?
Fishing's good, too, according to some of the locals.
I'm gonna kill you, Reigns.
Look, we just gotta wait for the right situation to make our play. It isn't gonna be a death march across the desert. I think I'll check the depth of local resentment. Maybe we can, I don't know, work up a little revolution. Can I help you with that?
No. What do you want? They say you and your friend joined Ortega.
Lupe, we're still on your side.
The wrong side, I am afraid.
Seems like the right side to me. How long has Ortega been here?
4 years. At first, our mayor was happy because he had money to buy the winery. Then Ortega, he closed it up. And he moved in chemicals and equipment for narcotics.
And turned Chula Negra into his base camp for operations in the U.S.
Yes. But it wasn't Chula Negra. It was Esperanza. They changed the name. And they changed life here forever.
Well, why hasn't someone gone to the governor of the state?
Why go? He's usually here, enjoying Ortega's hospitality.
Yeah, I can see. Even the local cops on his payroll.
He is my uncle.
Sandoval?
Yes. Like the rest of us, he does what he must to survive.
Por favor. Cantina.
Take it easy, Senator. Take it easy.
Hey, gringo. Please unlock the jail. Your belongings are there.
You're a heck of a guy, Sandy.
It's Sandoval, damn it.
Take it easy, Sandoval.
Llévenlo al doctor! ¡Apúrense!
Come on, Reno, we're out of here. Let's go. Come on, we're out of here. Let's go.
Let's go get Jack. And collect our bounty on Ortega. What do you think?
What do I think? I think you're nuts. Oh, what the heck? I guess nobody gets out of life alive, right?
Right.
get to them before they get to Ortega. Clear out, lady. By SA.
Non-combatants are bailing out.
Cover me while I go get him.
Got it.
Jack, off your butt. What the hell? We're going home. Let's go. You crazy?
Come on, no time for discussion.
I'm not going anywhere. You were smarter than this, Reno. Damn it.
I don't know what happened to you, Jack. But the man I knew was a police officer who couldn't live with the guy I'm looking at right now. I'm betting my life that cop is still alive in you. So if you're gonna shoot me, best do it now. Otherwise, you're leaving. One way or the other.
Okay, kid. We'll try it your way. Damn it, Reno, come on, let's go, man.
There's only one way out, and that's through him.
No, this way.
I'll cover you.
Go, go. Come on, let's go.
Righteous bust, kid. Righteous bust.
Looks like this vintage went bad.
This whole place is loaded. Excuse the expression.
I'll make it.
I was worried. But then I saw what I could only pray for before you come to Esperanza.
What's that?
They're leaving. All of them. As fast as they could jump into their noisy cars.
That's good. There's a little cash left over in that room. And I'd like you to give it to your people to help repay for some of the trouble that they've been through.
Gracias. But how can we repay you?
Bury my friend Jack. No tombstone, just a prayer and roses.
The most beautiful roses.
Adios, Lupe Cortez of Esperanza.
Adios, Vincente.
Torch it, boys.
A lot.
Did you find out who did it?
Yeah.
Is he in jail?
No, but he won't be killing anyone else. There was a bounty on him.
It's made out to Jack?
It was the work that he did on the case that made it happen, Sylvie. It was his bust.
They're from our garden. I cut them fresh this morning. Jack loved roses.